Did you know the next world war might not be fought over oil, land, or ideology, but over water? That's right. Across Africa, South Asia, and the Middle East, rivers like the Nile, Indus, and Jordan have become geopolitical flashpoints. In today's video, we'll explore the high-stakes battle over water resources, where the survival of millions and the stability of entire regions hang in the balance. Welcome back to World Geopolitics Today, where we break down the most critical global conflicts shaping our future. Today, we dive into the geopolitics of water, a topic that's no longer theoretical. As climate change accelerates, populations rise, and water becomes scarcer, countries are clashing over access to life's most essential resource. From the Nile River in Africa to the Indus Basin between India and Pakistan, to the Jordan River in the Middle East. Let's break down how these water conflicts are reshaping global diplomacy, economics, and security. Let's start with the Nile, the world's longest river, flowing through 11 countries and supporting over 300 million people. At the heart of the conflict is the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, GERD, Africa's largest hydroelectric project. Ethiopia sees GERD as its ticket to economic growth and energy independence. But Egypt, which relies on the Nile for over 90% of its freshwater, views the dam as an existential threat. Sudan, caught in the middle, has both hopes for electricity and fears over water regulation. Recent negotiations have stalled, and tensions spiked in 2024 when Ethiopia began its fourth filling of the dam without a binding legal agreement. Cairo warned of all options on the table, signaling potential military escalation. This isn't just a regional issue, it's a global one. The African Union, US, EU, and China are all watching closely because any misstep could destabilize Northeast Africa, disrupt trade routes like the Suez Canal, and trigger humanitarian crises. Moving east to South Asia, we find the Indus River system, governed by the 1960 Indus Waters Treaty between India and Pakistan, often called the world's most successful water-sharing agreement. But that success is under threat. Why? Climate change is melting Himalayan glaciers that feed the Indus, making river flows unpredictable. Meanwhile, political tensions between India and Pakistan, especially after events like India's 2019 revocation of Kashmir's special status, have pushed water disputes back into the spotlight. India has threatened to limit water flow to Pakistan, citing national security concerns. Pakistan, which depends on the Indus for 80% of its agriculture, warns that any blockage would be seen as an act of war. In real-world news, India's construction of upstream hydropower projects, like the Kishanganga and Ratle dams, has drawn protests from Islamabad. While the World Bank and neutral experts are attempting to mediate, the risk of escalation looms large, especially in a nuclear-armed neighborhood. Finally, we turn to the Jordan River, where water scarcity is amplifying tensions between Israel, Jordan, and Palestine. Once a mighty river, the Jordan has lost over 90% of its original flow due to damming, diversion, and overuse. Israel controls most upstream sources, while Jordan and Palestinian territories face severe water shortages. Gaza's water crisis has become so severe that the UN warns Gaza could become uninhabitable by 2030 without urgent intervention. But there's a glimmer of hope. In 2023, Israel and Jordan signed a landmark water for energy deal, brokered by the UAE, where Jordan supplies solar power to Israel, and Israel provides desalinated water to Jordan. It's a rare example of regional cooperation, but whether it holds under political pressure remains to be seen. So here's the big question for you. Is the world prepared for a future where water scarcity drives geopolitical conflict? From Africa's Nile Basin to South Asia's Indus to the Middle East's Jordan, water wars are no longer a distant threat. They are happening right now. Technology, diplomacy, and innovation will be key in managing these crises. But will they be enough? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, World Geopolitics Today, to get more information about what's going on nowadays in the world. Keep in touch with me so that you get my daily updates.